Greetings and welcome to Dodger and Die presents The Titan's Gift, Season 3, Episode 7. I'm your demon host, Marty, joined by 3/4 of the Seattle crew. Let me get your mics nice and toasty. How is everyone doing on this fine Tuesday evening?
Doing great, man. I got stuck with 5G on Sunday, so round 2 of the shot is done. Hoping my cell phone reception gets, a lot better from here on out. But other than that, things are good, man.
How are you feeling? Side effects?
I was exhausted the last couple days.
Yeah.
I'm still, I slept a lot today, to be honest. But now I'm in that state where, I woke up around noon and I'm awake, so...
Yeah, that was me last week. I got my shot. I was just man down, sleeping like I haven't slept in a long time.
No, I got mine on Friday. I couldn't fall asleep Saturday night, but I then had a miserable Saturday, and then I slept Sunday, took Monday off, and slept. And even napped today, because I'm like, I'm not quite, not quite caught up.
I took the 2 days off ahead of time, and I was like, I'm not coming in Monday, Tuesday. I'm just not going to work.
Yeah, I've seen people at work do that as well, going, seeing everybody else take time off when they go for the shot, it looks like I've got to take time off, so everybody's just taking time off for the shot. I think it's fair.
I'm sure I could have powered through Monday, but I got up and went, no. And then went back to bed and slept till 2 in the afternoon. So,
yeah.
Which, if I wasn't sick or wasn't feeling it, just wouldn't have happened. I can't sleep for 12 hours anymore, let alone 14 or whatever that is.
Sure.
Because there has to be a reason at this point. Matt, what's going on with you?
Not too much. I'm on call this week. It's normally not too big of a thing, but of course I do have someone pinging me right now. It's not urgent though.
Nice.
I also got my second shot. That was a week ago. I actually had it. I actually would have had it last game. And I had a hard drive crash. A hard drive that I've had for 7 years. It's probably my main hard drive.
Oh, this was your Raid Array thing, right?
I made it a RAID 1, yes. And I successfully replaced it and remirrored. So I've got a 2 terabyte instead of a 1 terabyte.
Nice.
back when I started, a terabyte was actually pretty big.
Right.
Now 2 terabytes is like, the cheap version. So
right, it's like I need an external hard drive.
I'll take it though.
5 terabytes. It's like, okay. And this thing will look stupid 5 years from now to be like, what is that? Why is it so big?
5 terabytes?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I got 5 terabytes underneath my fingernail. Yeah.
I mean, I still have very vivid memories of when I finally got my Pentium 75 with its 1 gig hard drive, and I was like, I have no idea how I'll ever fill this up. Like, how? Like, what am I going to do to take up a gig? Everybody was teasing me. Oh, you wasted money. You don't need a gig.
Maybe for a short period of time they were right.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Yeah.
That is true. But it's a fun memory.
What's the name of the law where it always doubles? Or like it goes
Moore's Law?
Moore's Law, thank you.
I think we're coming up on the end of that. I've seen some articles talking about how we're the increase in technology is starting to slow down.
These days, it's more apt for me to talk about Gall's law and Conway's
The only
law.
thing more certain than Moore's Law is articles about the end of Moore's Law.
We'll call that Matt Moore's Law.
Moore's Law continues. Moore's Law is about to end. Fusion is 10 years out.
No. Fusion is 30 years out. It's always 30 years out.
Maybe it's flying cars that are 10.
Joking.
Yeah.
I'm joking.
It's one of the two. It's always...
Mind you, there is a Chinese company that's working on flying taxis. They're like these ridiculous, super lightweight vehicles. They're not like the hover technology. They're not super futuristic. They're kind of like giant drones that people ride in.
You talk about fusion being that far out, but like
Right.
my wife's dad actually works at the National Ignition Facility in California, where they have like that fusion reactor,
Right.
and they've been firing that thing, doing stuff.
Yeah.
I'm
But
like,
they've been doing that for a long time, right?
yeah,
Like getting fusion to work is not the problem. Getting it to produce more energy than it consumes
yeah.
and keeping it up is the problem.
Like,
and then getting that tokamak to hold it in place.
At what point do we
Yeah.
call a person like a manless, but like, is that a flying car? It's just a giant drone that has an operator that isn't in the vehicle. I am not prepared for that type of like risk versus reward. I want the operator in the vehicle with me.
So I'll start doing that the day my garbage truck is a flying thing. If I go beep 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 and here comes the garbage truck, I'll know, yeah, it's got to be safe by now.
I can see that. I just don't want a garbage truck like crash landing in someone's house.
I don't want a 14-year-old piloting me around. Yeah.
Well, I don't know about a 14-year-old, but when they get to 15 and they get their learner's permits, they start driving you around. So I'm assuming the same thing's going to happen.
Right.
It's scary enough as it is, buddy.
Yeah.
This is Sleepy Dog.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, there's a floofer. Big floofy dog.
Oh, man.
So you watched last game, Neil.
I did.
Yeah.
I did. And I have to admit there was a while where I thought there's a serious chance I'm not going to come back to our character. It was a good amount of fun. I'll say that much. I really, really enjoyed it.
All right. Yeah, Luke is out today. He's not feeling well. When we do a recap what happened last time, very briefly, the elephant in the room, the Jerks Emeritus, force Behor and the fox-headed Rakshasa to flee into the dungeons beneath the Arkona family manor. Pharisee and Zephyros teleport to the Grand Station and teleport around Grand Station and search for healing and allies to help, leaving the Professor and Thurgus to face the remaining denizens of the manor. And I believe Pharisee and Zephyros returned just to help mop up the remaining elephants and Rakshasa that were on the main floor of the Arkona Palace.
And the water elemental.
Yeah, the water elemental as well. You flushed that enemy. All right. You guys made it to the place where Zephyros had a vague ping of a secret door when he was outside, and Thurgus, in short order, managed to figure out the statue puzzle, causing stairs to morph from the bottom of the basin of the fountain, and water just began unceremoniously gushing down the newly wettened stairs that curl widdershins into the depths below. The party then stood beside the fountain for a short while, casting a bunch of spells. lots of magic being cast.
Blah, blah.
Do you want to know what we cast?
Sure.
So Zephyros cast Shield on himself.
Yep.
Keen Edge on Thurgus, and Blur on Thurgus.
Yep. Threw up a bull strength. Professor gave me, I think it was the professor gave me an enlarged person. I ended up with a moment of greatness from Pharisee. Discovery torch is up, and I renewed heightened awareness.
Okay. I'm just going to check one of Bukerbeck's spells. It's a non-standard.
Yeah, I just took a heightened awareness on myself and a moment of greatness on the group.
Would a mage armor be useful to anybody?
No.
Okay. I'm just nervous. That's why I'm talking like this. You know, it was a close call.
Oh, you're fine. And Thurgus, the same height, once again, puts his hand on your shoulder. Oh, buck up, buddy. We're gonna go murder things.
I wouldn't call it that. Extermination, more like it, says Bukerbeck, as he's going to cast a Sacred Bond on Thurgus.
Oh, yeah, right. We're going to seek justice and,
He kind of like bends a bit of a fancy looking bracelet onto your big thumb.
yeah, right. Yeah, we gotta go save hostages. That's right. Not murder. Save people.
This will allow him to cast Conjuration Healing spells at range instead of touch on Thurgus.
Woohoo! Staying alive.
Alright, the stairs, the water has disappeared. There must be enough space down there for the water to go. It's still, well, after you took your finger out, it's now like just pouring down the stairs, little spout from the statue's face.
I'm gonna charge on ahead.
Okay, so Thurgus begins to charge down. I need a marching order, so Thurgus.
I'm guessing Zephyros is going to back him up as the next biggest guy.
Do you want to put the owl in between us?
Sure.
Because you can swing your scythe over his head.
Yep.
And I think he has maybe a little bit better AC than you.
I'd like to hang out underneath Zephyros, essentially.
Yep, that's fine. You hear the professor going, "Not now, not now." Is telepathic bond still going?
It is.
Okay. He's having a one-way conversation with somebody that's not in the bond.
Pull yourself together, man.
Not
We gotta
now.
go. Very much now. Now.
And there's a bit of static coming from his end of his end of the telepathic conversation.
Are you guys hearing that? There's something strange. It's hurt. It's a scratch in my ear.
All right,
Bukerbeck, can you slap the professor? We gotta go.
come on, come on, old man. Bukerbeck's dragging him along. As you go down into the stairwell, I'm going to move your tokens just a little bit south, not to a different map. The stairs lead to a peculiar-looking grotto. The grotto is lit by a little bit of the light coming in from the spiral staircase, but as soon as the light hits it, it seems to set off a cascade of phosphorescent fungi that is growing on almost every square inch of the walls in this grotto. There is a massive cistern in the middle. The water is just plunging down the steps and kind of tinkling down into the cistern. And it looks like somebody has set up a series of catwalks, almost like rope bridges, that lead from the far side of the grotto down into the depths of the well. So this is 0 feet. This is the same level as across the way, and then it starts to descend via these rope bridges. It's about 50 or 60 feet down to the bottom of the grotto. If you weren't on the hunt for rakshasa and other dangerous things, this might be a beautiful place. There is a odd smell to it, though, as perhaps not all the fungi growing on the walls are edible or...
I think we have life bubble up.
Oh, do you guys not have any smells? Yeah. Okay, so...
We don't smell.
Bukerbeck and Artha Soon are smelling. You notice that they're holding their noses a bit. This place is very humid, and pretty quiet, actually, aside from the dripping of water.
Right, we're gonna loop around, or we're gonna take the shortcut.
I can carry. I have overland flight, so I can probably carry a few people.
Just not sure if we want to use those bridges.
I can certainly fly.
So Zephyros is willing to play ferry and carry people over with his overland flight.
Okay.
He's obviously going to start with Thurgus if he can carry. Thurgus, I'm guessing, will be a heavy load.
I'm only like 240, 250 pounds.
Soon.
Times 8, now that I'm enlarged.
How good are you at detecting unseen dangers? Spikes and darts and things like that.
Artha shakes his head. Artha soon is not a rogue.
Fair enough.
Would
We're
a
going to want to be
knowledge-
careful with that. Maybe the professor will want to summon something to go ahead of us.
Artha soon is now looking at the very
Maybe I can.
large scythe that Zephyros is carrying. Perhaps you could probe the dangers before you walk.
Yes.
Yes.
And I know a bit of thing about dungeoneering. Maybe that'll be useful to us.
All right, so you guys are standing there and chatting for a bit.
They might be.
Okay.
No, Thurgus, I'm gonna fly you over. You don't have to run around. If that'll be quicker.
Can you really carry me? I'm like a ton right now, right?
Can
Just
I?
a large person, like multiply your weight by 8 or something.
Going from medium to large is a multiplication of 8.
Okay, so that's more than a heavy load, I'm guessing.
I'm like 1,600 pounds.
Matt, you've got the calculation sheet there. I don't have it open just yet. Well, how much?
Oh, it's fine. I'll find the traps. And he just marches on ahead.
Okay.
All right.
You don't set off any traps going this way. Artha is gonna kind of just follow in behind Thurgus, looking around.
Zephyrus' heavy load is 1,800 pounds.
Wasn't that exactly Thurgus almost?
Yeah, I'm like 16 something.
Yeah. So I could have.
We can if you want. Otherwise, I'm just gonna run around.
It's up to you.
Now, let's hoof it.
Zephyros is just going to take a look down and see if he sees any danger here in the water. So if it would be safe to fly over.
Don't worry about us. We'll fly ourselves around.
That was an odd voice, but okay.
It's the professor's voice, but the inflections are a bit off.
Can I roll sense motive?
Sure. I've got my own fly spell.
I got a 41.
The professor's voice is duplicated. You can still hear him in the telepathic bond going, ooh, ooh.
I don't think that's.
I'm sure it's fine. Let's keep going.
Sinclair is invisible and is gonna fly around. All right, Thurgus, you can see the cavern. It looks like a natural cavern down here. There's a bit of water that looks like it's dripping from the walls, and it's kind of running down into the cistern.
Okay. Discovery torch is 20 feet of bright light, by the way.
Okay.
If it matters. I'm just gonna keep going around. You tell me if I need to stop.
Yep.
If we need lights, Zephyros will cast dancing lights.
Bukerbeck, Arthasoon is following Thurgus. Bukerbeck and the professor are just floating over to the next landing.
Zephyros took the same way as Thurgus took.
Okay.
At the end.
The rope bridge is not just made out of ropes, it is made out of wood as well. It looks like its fungus has eaten away at some of the boards. Ideally, you would really like to have all the ropes of this rope bridge replaced before going across it.
I kind of weigh a lot right now.
It also looks like it's made for medium-sized creatures. You could squeeze along the rope bridges if you wanted to.
Yeah, all right. I'll take that. Ferry. Zephyros.
At this point here, you can look down to this landing, and this landing, I'm going to uncover a little bit of the map kind of off to the side. You can see that there's a stone door with runes on it, like on the next landing below.
Yeah, if Zephyros wants to give me a hop down to the next landing, I'll
yeah, Zephyros is going to do that, so I'm guessing Pharisee can fly as well, right?
Pharisee can fly as well. Pharisee may hang back just a little bit on this. Okay. Pharisee will hover in kind of the middle of the rope bridge.
Okay. So Thurgus, you can control us. You can direct wherever you want to go, so Pharisee will fly you there.
Drop us right there, which I guess for our purposes is here-ish.
Yeah, from there you get a vantage point of the rest of the grotto. There is a double set of doors with all sorts of geometric patterns on them. You also see a large red gem adorning the lintel of the stonework at the top of the door.
The double one, or the one that we're
at? The double one, yep.
Okay.
The double one also has some very elaborate, beautiful, and ultimately grotesque pictures on it, like etchings.
Can I survival check to see if there's any tracks leading into this door here?
Sure.
I don't know if that's survival or perception or whatever, but...
So did you guys fly down there, or you walked along the rope bridge?
Yeah, he carried me, basically.
Okay, so Zephyros is straining and like bobbing as he's bringing Thurgus across.
And Zephyros is also allowing Thurgus to dictate where he wants to go, because Zephyros is optimizing for Thurgus' attack maneuverability.
Yep.
That's a 49.
Yes, you do see what you would describe as rakshasa traffic in and out of this door. Only a single set of tracks, though. But
okay, I'll relay that in a telepathic bond. It's only one set. I don't think it's the two that ran away from us. Do we want to skip ahead and hunt them down, or do we want to explore?
I don't think we have time to explore.
All right, let's go for the gem. And then
that one's probably the thing that's the labyrinth. Do you hear anything behind that door?
Is that a perception check?
Arthur soon's gonna brave the bridge.
Oh, good luck, buddy.
And he is able to make it all the way across.
I'll fly over next to the door and listen. See if I can hear anything in there.
Okay. Bucherbeck and the professor are also in the process of flying down.
Zephyros rolled a 26 for a perception.
Okay. The door currently is closed. There is a kind of a rudimentary sort of stone. It's like a tiny cutout stone circle with a little handle to like move to unlock the door. You don't hear anything from behind the door?
All right, let's go. And we're going to book it over here. This double set of doors.
Okay, the double set of doors also has these interesting...
I rolled a 20 on my perception. Did I hear anything there at the first door?
Nope.
Okay.
Arthur Soon's testing out this bridge. Sinclair and Bucherbeck are just floating down.
I'll fly over the middle, keep an eye on Arthur Soon as they cross.
I'll detect magic.
Yeah, and this map isn't quite like the artist screwed up this map. Like this doesn't go up to the. It simply just goes across.
Oh, okay.
So that you could walk across and then go to this door, but most of you have just chosen to fly.
Got it.
All right, I'm gonna roll perception for the group.
Mine should be 4 higher.
Okay, we'll fix that.
I'll make sure the sheet gets updated.
Yeah.
I think it's because Discovery Torch is in play and Heightened Awareness is in play.
Okay, yeah.
I think that's it. Yeah.
Your base perception add what? Okay, so 4 higher. All right. Thurgus.
Same for me.
Thurgus, you can hear some quiet spell casting and some very low but very large hisses, like you're thinking giant snakes behind this door. There's also a little bit of light behind the door, like a fiery light that you can see through the cracks of the door ever so slightly.
I will communicate that information via telepathic bond. Can I check out the door just to make sure it's not trapped? Or is that fair? So you want to make a pass at it?
I can take a look. I don't see all the types of traps.
I'm sure it's fine.
All right.
Okay.
What does it
Sinclair
look like?
Sinclair says you notice that he's looking. Well, if you have seen visibility, you notice that he's looking at the door, kind of admiring it, and he does say the words. Where is it? The Chimera-Master, Lord of Melding Madness.
That's a very strange thing to say. You mean that's what's on the other side of the door?
I'm saying it's a depiction of this bloated chateau of the Carcerian Pentad.
There's a lot of
Why didn't you
words
tell
that I
us
feel
about-
like I should know.
Why didn't you tell us about this Carcerian Pentad earlier in the telepathic bond? Professor, since you seem to know so much about it now, keeping it to yourself?
Sinclair, the professor's stumbling over excuses because he does not have confidence in himself. He second guesses his own intuition.
Who are you?
Who are you?
Ah,
I'm the guy who's going to
maddening
open
as
this
ever.
door.
it's the professor. All
Don't
right.
worry, we're fine.
Oh, referring to ourselves as we now?
Yes.
He's always thought of himself as royalty or god or whatever. It's not new.
It's too scary.
We'll let it slide for now.
What are you
I'll-
on about? Mookerbeck says.
I'll step aside here.
Yeah, Mookerbeck's
I'm
gonna
just
step
going to
off
open
the
this
side.
door. You guys can move so you don't get lightning bolted. I'm going to open this door.
All right, you do push the door open. You kind of like turn the two things and push the door open. You need a free hand to open the door, like to actually.
I can hold it. I'll just put the greatsword away.
Okay. As you grab both of the thing and twist some of the runes along the inscription or the beautiful and grotesque depiction of this chimeric-like demon light up and give you a good zap as you have set off a greater glyph of warding.
Alright. Shit happens.
It is a blast glyph that affects everyone within 5 feet, so Thurgus.
But I have 10-foot reach. I opened that door from 10 feet away.
There is a reflex
We're
save.
jerks, not idiots.
There's a reflex save.
Reflex, okay. plus 14. Charm and fear. No. There we go. That's a 19.
Okay, you take 32 electrical damage as you push the door open, revealing this temple-like structure within. And immediately, these very awful snakes from your nightmares begin to hiss and spit and move forward.
Oh God, why's it got to be snakes?
By the gleam of their eyes, they look like they are not of this world. Plus the fact that they're, I don't know, 30 feet long. If you can see invisible, you can see a rakshasa in some robes, and then a bird-headed creature, which might be a rakshasa or might be something else, standing off to the side. They have been busy casting spells while you were on your way downstairs. You can also hear some strange ripping sounds from the fungal walls, and it looks like there are creatures emerging from 3 of the places along the walls of the big fungal grotto that you've just traversed. They are not small, and they're gross looking. I'm going to put them. They're kind of emerging.
Did Arthur soon catch up to us, or
Yeah.
did we just leave his ass?
No, he's
Okay.
he's like here, and he's like thinking about jumping across. Is what he's
doing some dope monk shit.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
Let's roll initiative. I've got all of their initiative pips ready. I'll grab.
I'll
some
dismiss
numbers.
for +4.
Okay.
I will not. Yeah, I will not.
So Thurgus has a. What's your base initiative?
+15.
15, and then you have a +4 temp. Is that what's going on?
Yep.
Okay. Wow. Okay, so Thurgus goes first. How do you have a +15?
4 decks, 4. So it's 5 untyped, 4 from improved initiative. I gotta find the other one.
Yep.
2 luck bonus, 2 morale, and 2 for my trait. You find where the 1 is coming from.
That's 8 plus 6 is 14. Yeah, that's
insane. All right.
Yeah, it's a lot. He's an inquisitor. Oh, that's why. The untyped bonus is the Inquisitor initiative. It's the wisdom to initiative.
All right.
It's not
You're the
improved
first
initiative
to destruction. All right. So Thurgus, what are you doing? Oh, my brother's not here. Let me get rid of it.
So there's spellcasters in here, right? I'm gonna trust that my party is gonna deal with this fungus, and I'm just gonna move into this room. I do not have haste up, so this is. I'll test out what their reach is like. Maybe they've got combat reflexes. Who knows? I'll put myself right here. I think that's within 10-foot reach of both of these guys. So that's 1 move.
Okay.
I will.
And you can see them?
Yeah, I've seen visibility. I'm an inquisitor. I inquisit stuff. I've got 2 actions here. I'm trying to figure. I'll just take 2 attacks, 1 on each. I'm just gonna test out some defenses. He is not power attacking.
Bard Song is not up yet, so I just stripped that off.
Let me make sure that I don't have that active. Okay, cool. Inspire Courage is not up. So these are only plus 26. 1 plus 26. And 1 20 plus 26 minus 5. So the first one will go on the bird. Second one will go on the Rakshasa. That's a nat 1. So resolve the 1d20 plus 26 first, I guess. Does a 31 hit him? The bird?
Give me 1 second.
Yeah,
the bird. 10, and the AC of the bird is 35.
Oof. And he's not flat-footed. Is that correct?
He is flat-footed, so he loses 5. So you hit him.
Sweet. Good to know. 29 points of damage, and then I'll roll to confirm the nat 1, I guess.
Is your sword piercing, or is it?
It is slashing right now. It is a +1 slashing adamantine greatsword.
Okay, so the DR 15 good in piercing is applying.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So 29 becomes 14. All right, so you hit it. This creature's it's got a bit of armor, and its feathers are unnaturally dense.
Good to know. And then I'll swing at the other one, which I rolled a nat 1, so I'll roll to confirm. Would a 28 confirm a? Does 28 still miss flat-footed on the cat?
Misses by 2.
Oof. All right.
Roll a critical miss.
What do I have to do there? Exclamation point miss?
Yep. And this is a melee attack. You need to make a fortitude save DC 30 or take 1 con damage.
Oof.
Oh, Almond's giving you a fortune point to not have critical missed.
Oh, hey, there you go. All right. That's a good save.
All right, so basically you brought your blade and you swung and missed, and you hit the side of the wall with your own strength, which caused all of your knuckles to crack. Luckily, you pulled back just at the right minute to not get your sword stuck in the stone and to like break knuckles in your hand. But
it's just so bloodthirsty.
Oh! Yeah, the creature just sort of ducked a little bit. All right, that was Thurgus jumping in and taking 2 swings. FJ are the fungal Janny. Ripping from the walls are creatures that look like they can fly. Although they aren't flying very fast, and they're sort of leaving trails of puffballs and little spores as they're moving. If you look really closely, you could see the baggy pants and jewelry of some sort of genie. They're wielding, I think, oversized scimitars. Maybe falchions. Let me check. Where are they? Where are they? Yeah, large scimitars and shields. And they're going to spend the turn basically descending. This one isn't able to see invisible creatures, so it descends.
They look undead. Do they look really undead?
They look like funguses. They look like they're fungal undead, maybe. You'll have to roll knowledge checks.
They don't look alive, at
They
least.
do not look alive. They look like fungus, rot, and very large creatures. This one actually has enough movement to attack, so it moves in to threaten Zephyros and swings a massive scimitar at Zephyros's head. AC 32.
Is it standing on the bridge?
It is. They're floating. They're flying.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Got it.
AC 32 would have hit.
Okay.
Can you recenter the map, Marty, for the stream?
Yeah, I've done that.
I think it's good.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I see. My view isn't quite there. Okay. I have this giant monitor. I made map tools really big, but you know, there's only a tiny square. Okay, so it floats in and takes a swipe at Zephyros. How many mirror images do you have?
4.
Okay, so one of your mirror images goes down. And the others are kind of floating and flying in to attack from the rear. It was the fungal Janny, the Rakshasa. So Dexon and Avexdu. This Rakshasa thing, which doesn't have a cat head, has a bird head, and he's living in a house full of cat-headed Rakshasas. It must be insane. Simply clutches a small idol on a chain around his neck and blurts out a foul word, and necromantic energy begins to boil out from his sigil.
You need a will save?
This does 19 damage. Will save for half. Yes.
I still have Death Ward up, so I'm going to guess that it does not affect.
Fair to say there's a pop and fizzle as the necromantic damage is does not touch you because of your spell. 21.
Dude, I'm rolling like a fucking champion.
Yeah, so this would be 16.
You guys know me.
Plus charisma of a Rakshasa. Wow. Is the DC is 23 on the channel energy.
Can I add a fortune point after the fact? Is that a thing?
Yep.
I think I've got one. So.
I've got 2. Can I give him one?
No.
No, I'll use one of mine. Let me pull up the combat sheet just to make sure I have it open.
I don't see any listed.
Oh. My bad then.
Can I give him one?
No.
Damn it! I knew the answer.
I'll take the 19. It's fine. That's
Okay. Okay, so that was a standard action. It then quicken channels negative energy
Oof.
as a move action
There we go.
for another 20 points of negative energy. It also avoids harming its allies. 24 makes a save, so you take 10, and Ahmed's also on your side apparently, so you could give yourself.
1/3 gets to die.
You could give yourself 9 back, so you take 1 damage more effectively.
Okay.
All right, this horrible thing is done attacking. The one beside it sees the swing that you took towards its head. It's going to float back 5 feet in a 5-foot step to get out of reach. Do you have 10 feet movement? 10 feet reach?
My reach is only 10 feet right now.
Okay, so he steps back out of reach and is going to, I don't know, cast Dispel Magic on Thurgus.
Understandable.
He dispels your highest level spell that is 14th level caster or lower.
Okay.
Both of these things caused, well, actually, the negative energy caused this one to turn visible. This guy is still invisible after dispelling your spell.
It's probably the telepathic bond.
What level's the telepathic bond?
4th?
I got a lot of 4ths.
Isn't it?
If it's 5th,
Oh,
it goes
it's
down.
5th, yeah.
That's the only 5 I have. Actually, I think it's in contention with Life Bubble.
Which is also 5th.
Life bubble is.
Cleric Oracle 5. Sorcerer Wizard 5.
Life Bubble 1, Telepathic Bond 2. It's the Telepathic Bond.
Understood.
You are shunted from the spell. The spell is still active on the other folks, but no longer active on Thurgus. The Rakshasa grins like he did something, but really,
All you did was quiet the voices in my head.
he cocks his head off to the side and shrugs with his weird backwards clawed paws. And it's now Zephyrus' turn. You are being threatened by this horrible, ugly, undead-looking thing.
Yeah, Zephyrus is being threatened. He is paying his attention elsewhere, though.
Mm-hmm.
He is looking... I don't know if you can see where I'm marking. He's looking this way.
Okay, so you're looking
Okay.
into the foul-looking chamber.
Yeah, so he can see the snake, and he has the invisibility, so he can see that bad guy as well. Does Zephyros get a sense whether these snakes will be able to sail over a wall of fire if he were to cast one?
This snake is, it's coiled on the ground, and the opening of this chamber is 10 feet, like this doorway is 10 feet tall. You can see in. Your wall of fire likely goes to the ceiling of the chamber if it's 20 feet tall.
Okay, so Zephyros is going to cast a wall of fire, and he is going to cast it along this line. He doesn't know this guy is there, but he can see this guy and that guy, and he doesn't want this snake to get to his buddy over here. So he's going to cast the wall of fire along this line, sort of, and he's going to have the fire go this way.
Okay.
So an immobile blazing curtain of shimmering violet fire springs into existence. One side of the wall selected by you sends forth waves of heat, dealing 2d4 points of fire damage to creatures within 10 feet and 1d4 fire damage to those past 10 feet but within 10 feet.
Does the wall of fire have SR?
Yes, it does.
Roll your spell, your caster level check.
That would be, I'm just checking. Sorry, I'm a bit out of practice again. Hold on, my dog's jumping up on me. She's insistent she doesn't stop. So just to speed this up, how do I roll the caster check, Marty? Sorry.
D20 plus your level.
Okay, I am a level 10, so 1d20 plus 10.
Do you have spell penetration?
I do have spell penetration.
Do you have greater spell penetration?
Checking.
You do, yeah.
I think I do.
All right, so
D20
it's
plus 14.
Another 4. Yeah.
Plus 15. 11th level plus 2 plus 2.
Oh, are we 11th level? Sorry, yeah.
Oh, because it's an evocation spell for him.
Yep.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
Oh, that's right. 1d20 plus 15.
We're only 10.
Oh, we're 10. Oh, yeah.
We're getting close to 11.
26.
I don't know why I thought we were 11.
We talked about it last night. or
SR
last week.
25, so you do damage to the Rakshasa
That's
as
right.
well. And because the Rakshasa is touching the wall of fire, he takes the full whammy, and then the others take the next lower down.
Okay, so it is 2d4 points of fire damage to creatures within 10 feet and 1d4 to those past 10 feet. So I'll roll 2d4.
And then you add your evocation bonus, right?
Yeah, which is, I mean, it's not going to be great at this point because I rolled low, but it's plus 5 damage for my evocation. So it's plus 7.
Okay, so 7 damage to the cobra things.
Yeah.
I gotta check something. Seven damage is completely resisted.
Okay.
You can't quite see that because the wall of fire is opaque, so you just basically cut off the spell, and then I need the touching damage.
That was also the touching damage is for the. Sorry, is there a different roll? If is that for creatures passing through it?
Yeah, because on the round where you summon the wall of fire, they take damage as if they pass.
Yeah, so it's 2d6 points of fire damage plus 1 per caster level. So that would be 2d6 plus 11 plus 5 for my damage. $27.
All right, so the Rakshasa took 27 damage. You don't hear any hissing, like any surprise hissing, but you do. It does sound like you hurt the Rakshasa, and then this opaque purple sheet of flame has risen. The fiendish advanced Emperor Cobras
I can 5-foot step as well, right?
Nope.
Yeah, you still have one action.
You have one action left, so you can, but
You can even move.
Because I just want to see if I can. How far can I can move without provoking at this point?
no. If you move more than 5 feet,
right.
you will provoke.
Okay, so I'll move 5 feet.
Okay. The cobras go through the wall. They do take fire damage. 2d6 plus 16. Ooh, they took quite a bit. Minus 10. So they are being burned.
That's a good one. That's max.
The one that is being burned to the right stupidly moves all the way through the wall, which provokes an AOO from Thurgus.
Okay. Let's see if I can roll above a 5. Nope. For those of you at home keeping track, that's 1, 2, 5, 2.
It's got to get better at some point, buddy.
All right, so
28 to hit.
give me a second. Their ACs are, before mage armor was applied to them, was 24. So their ACs are 28, which means you hit the cobra creature.
Woohoo! That's why I have all these bonuses, guys.
Yep.
So I can roll like crap all day long. 33 from a
30.
+1 slashing adamantine sword.
Okay, so 33 it gets reduced slightly. But you still injure it badly. Alright, so they've launched themselves forward, and now they're attacking.
And then the other one moving through the opaque wall doesn't provoke, because I couldn't see it in the opaque wall, is that right?
Correct.
Okay.
So it moved forward, attacked. They're both going to attack.
Okay.
Alright, so that, and then on top of that. So. AC 28 and 21.
Both miss.
Alright, they bite at you, and then this one will take a second bite. AC 32.
Misses.
Alright. Kind of latching around your arm. You can see venom pouring out of its fangs, and then this one just recoils from the wall with a 5-foot step. It was already through, so it doesn't take more damage, but it is now baking in that second zone of the wall of fire. Alright, so those are the cobras. Bukrabek, I think, is going to fly over to help Zephyros.
I will note for Bukrabek's line of sight, I took a third of my health and damage.
Oh, did you?
He can do with that information what he will.
Oh, I see. We're playing with fire.
That's his prerogative.
We're playing with fire, huh? All right, fine. Don't complain when he doesn't have any spells left. 3d8 plus.
I'm just giving him the
8.
information.
All right.
Bukrabek does what he does.
He heals you 20, and then he goes flying over beside Zephyros and kind of puts himself here. He's going to go defensive, and he is going to spend a key point for Dex for AC.
How many actions is that?
That would be a swift, so he can't do that. All right, so no, he just defensive is what you choose at the beginning of the round, and then he cast a spell and moved. So I think he's done.
Nice.
Arthasoon is going to charge along the rope bridge and try to tumble through this thing's square. This creature has a CMD of I think Dard took it No, I didn't take its AOO. Seriously, module? Is this pre... Is this a 3rd edition module? Damn you. Okay, so Bab. 25, 27, 28, 29. His acrobatics. He barely tumbles underneath the swipe from the guardian creature, and then is going to flurry a bunch. And a secondary attack. Is there Bard Song running?
Nope.
Not yet.
Not yet? Okay.
That's why I should roll better on initiative.
That's why I missed.
All right,
I'm rolling like crap because I'm not inspired.
There's a bunch of fungal crap kind of sporing off of the creature as he comes in and punches it a bunch of times. And Arthasoon needs to make a fortitude save for touching it. He makes it, so he's not poisoned. He does some damage. You do hear some bones crack. Professor, or Sinclair. These things are highly resistant to magic. Why don't we take care of these creatures out here? He floats away and positions himself in a manner that he can get a lightning bolt off by singeing the nose hairs of both Bukerbeck and Arthasoon. And the professor just cast a damaging spell.
Oh, right. That's quite rare.
For 40 damage. Kind of a rude flash in front of Bukerbeck and Arthasoon. He does appear because of that. No, he's eating his greater invis rounds at this point. And the two fungus creatures don't look like they're very quick to get out of the way, and both fail their saves, taking 40 apiece. Roasting them. They both look like they're heavily damaged. The one in front of Zephyros and Bukerbeck is bloodied.
That was fire damage, or what was that?
Electrical damage.
Electrical damage.
Yep. They don't seem to like the electricity. Pharisee.
I will start Bard Song.
Did the
I
professor
will
have
do
an
a
action
knowledge.
What's that?
Oh, never mind. Sorry. Sounds like Pharisee's doing the knowledge check. I was going to ask if the
I'll do a
professor had
knowledge
an
check on the Garden
Yeah.
Guardians. Yeah. After I start Bard Song. Which knowledge check would you like me to make?
Nature?
Delightful. That's a pretty good one. Yeah. 28.
Aggressive fungus has replaced any life in this creature's body and is kind of parading around as the creature.
It's
letting these things kill you would be very bad for your body, and somebody might be exerting some sort of plant-like control over them. They're actually plant creatures. that exhibit the powers of the creatures that they consume.
They're plants, not undead, but they have the powers of the creatures they've taken over. These look like they are.
This would be a knowledge planes if you wanted to know
I
what kind of.
I will use my other action to make a knowledge planes on that. 36.
They're called Janny. They're a type of genie.
They're a type of genie.
It's probably how
So
they're flying.
Which may be why they can fly. If they kill you, they'll turn you into one of these too. But they're not undead. They're plants.
Is that on in the telepathic bond?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay,
there's some additional information that is passing like very quickly. It's you probably want to avoid their spore clouds, although some of you have been protected by life bubble. That they're highly poisonous. And
They're poisonous. Spores. Plants. Not undead. I'll say that out loud.
the Janny part, you know that's probably how they're able to fly, and that Janny can turn themselves invisible.
All right.
Janny also are able to create food and water, although you probably don't want to accept food and water from these things. Okay, so that was Pharisee doing a bit of a song and a bit of a knowledge dance. Thurgus, you're in the thick of things.
Yeah, and I feel inspired now, so I'm going to roll above a 5.
This one already also took the fire damage, but resisted it. Because it was adjacent to the firewall at the beginning when it was put up. So first, you don't know that, but Thurgus, you saw that.
Understood.
Yep.
I'm going to swift action activate my judgment. I'm going to choose AC and fast healing. And then I'm going to power attack.
Okay.
And use one of my destructive smites on the bird.
Calling out to the blood bear.
I'm done with this crap. I'm gonna smite this little bastard. So let me make sure I have all.
You get loud. Right. You agitate the snakes, and there's the crackling of the fire. And why me?
Because I don't like you. You look funny. This is down to plus 25. Hey, there we go.
Yeah, you smack into his very hard feathers and armor.
With keen edge, that's a crit threat.
It is a critical threat.
35, I think we know confirms, right?
His AC is 35.
There we go.
Looks like a winner.
Keen edge for the win. Oh, reduced crit, but a bleed of 1d4.
Okay, what does reduced crit mean?
It's not times 2. It's your weapon's times 2, right?
My weapon is a times 2.
So it's just not regular damage then.
Okay. 45 points of damage.
And are you bypassing their DR?
No.
Okay.
That wasn't very nice.
Had to double read destructive
You
smite.
have to be nice in the temple.
No, I don't.
Maybe you need another head, a politer one.
Why don't you try it? That's it for me.
All right.
The fungal Janny. That one floats into here. This one floats into here. Alright. Artha Soon is getting attacked a couple of times.
Good luck, little buddy.
Critical
Ooh.
threat on the first one.
Ooh. Remember when Marty's like, if he makes it?
That's a critical hit. Crit.
Chirp.
Standard damage. That's fine. Gets hit with a big scimitar for 24 damage.
Sorry, my internet connection was flapping. I had to fix that. Who's attacking who?
One of the guardian, the garden guardians, the fungal Jannies have flown in and attacked Artha. This one's still attacking Zephyrus. It looks like they have very simple minds. AC 28, AC 20, and AC probably not a hit. Big swipes with a dirty fungal infested
My
scimitar.
AC is 24, so
How many images?
3 images.
Hits you
Uh,
for 14
I-
damage.
Sure, I'll just take the 14 damage.
All right, and then this one floats up to Zephyros and barfs a poisonous cloud of fungus.
Ooh.
But I have life bubbles, so
Yep. The poisonous spores begin to go around your life bubble. But there is now a cloud there. It's not enough to obscure your vision. It's just it's not good.
Oh, no fun.
The Rakshasa. This one bleeds 1d4. That's not good.
Take your concentration checks with -2.
It's going to do a single blast of its negative energy, which accidentally hits Zephyros because Zephyros is backed into that area.
It also
for
it does
20 damage. DC 23 will save for half.
yeah, I'm good.
Zephyros, a bit of necromantic energy has kind of touched your foot, gone up the side of your leg.
yep, just looking for my will save.
Can he deselect the cobra? The one that's obscured in the wall? I don't know if it's one of those like adjacent. You can see things that are adjacent.
I think he has to be able to target it, so I think he might have accidentally got the cobra.
16 will save.
And the cobra is probably not a great will saves, no.
What was the DC here?
The DC was 23.
27.
Yeah, I did not make that.
All right, you take
Take
20 necromantic damage, and so does the cobra. And then he's going to 5-foot step through the wall, taking the full 2d6 plus 16, and he resists all of it.
Wow.
The other Rakshasa, man, this fiery wall is annoying. He's going to float back from the damage and ready a spell.
Did he
Zephyros.
cross through this? Did he cross through the?
No, the main part of the wall is.
Oh, okay.
first
Yeah,
line.
sorry, that's right.
Zephyros, your turn. You do roll damage to all the creatures that are in this area. You're trying to beat 10 on the second. On the first block of your wall of fire, which is I think the 2d4 plus 5.
Yeah, 2d4 plus 5, I think. 8 doesn't
Okay,
make it.
doesn't do any damage to the fiendish cobra. What are you doing, Zephyros?
Zephyrus is going to use the Rod of Quicken
Okay.
along with a Fireball,
Yep.
and he's going to make this an electric Fireball, and he is going to throw it somewhere up here so that it touches these two guys.
Quicken, electric fire, boogaloo. Okay. So, your quicken rod only does Oh, does your elemental spell of power, it doesn't increase the spell level, does it?
No, it doesn't.
Okay, so you're able to do this.
Yep.
Alright, so the Quicken Rod ends up in your trunk or something like that. You manage to throw off a fireball as a single action, blasting these two fungal creatures. Roll damage.
Right. I just want to check, is it 11d6 plus 5 or 10d6 plus 5? I think it's
10.
11. Is it 10?
So
Right.
yeah, because it camps out at 10 unless you intensify it.
Okay, got it. Oh, that's right. It's for the intensified. All right, 10d6 plus 5. So this is 38 damage.
Okay, and their
Electrical.
and their reflex save.
So the DC here is
about it, they failed.
23.
They failed. They're kind of just floating forward. They don't look very smart. Fungus is not known for its past intelligence. And yeah, you wreck them. This one, 30, 80, 8, 90. The one to your right is falling apart, but still has enough fungus keeping it together. This one's just highly damaged. Sparks flying everywhere.
Do I have a moment to, in my head, go, shall I just repeat that? Do that once more? In the telepathic bond?
Yep. You've got the moment to say that.
Up to you. They take damage from magic, but save a haste if you've got one for the rakshasa.
So my plan is do that once more with these guys, and then use the third quicken to cast a haste.
You're gonna use all 3 of your rod charges in one round? All right,
Not fucking around.
Zephyrus.
Oh, hold on. Can I do it on a haste? I didn't check.
Haste is a third level
haste
spell.
is the third level spell.
Okay. Yeah, I'll repeat the same action again.
As you are breaking the rules of magic by whipping off spells with your little rod. Your rod is in your trunk and it's just flailing around. Your fireball turns into electric fireball, and I just roll damage. 10d6 plus 5.
I'll just repeat the same thing. 10d6 plus 5. 44.
44 is exactly enough that even if this one made it save, it still died. So these two things explode and end up kind of falling down, one onto the ground. This one bounces off of the rope bridge and splashes into the water.
Awesome. And then on my third burn on a quicken, Zephyrus is going to cast haste.
Okay.
He's definitely going to cast it on Thurgus. And he will...
Arthasoon is too far
Yep.
to be included, and I think the professor's too... you need to make a decision whether it's the professor or Pharisee.
At this point, I'm thinking Pharisee, not the professor.
Okay.
And Thurgus is hasted.
Yeah.
Good show, Zephyrus. You can hear the professor saying in the telepathic bond, but you just see Sinclair give you a sneer, like he's not cheering for you.
V is for victory.
The fiendish cobras. Oh, and then you rolled your fire damage. That's right. This one's just going to retreat from the fire damage. And this one is going to attack Zephyrus.
You mean Thurgus?
Oh, sorry, Thurgus. Yeah, missing a bunch of times. What's your AC? 40 something?
Right now, 38.
So AC 22. Yeah, no. Yeah.
Crit fails.
It's just a big. It's big. It's angry. It's hissing and spitty and just not doing anything effective. Bukrabek. Well, look at all of you guys getting injured. Arthasoon's injured, Zephyrus is injured, and Thurgus is injured. I think he's going to channel positive energy to heal. Healing the group for 13.
Yeah, that's more like it.
I can feel it coming back.
Okay, so he went defensive, did the standard, and then is going to fly forward and soak an AOO from the Guardian. No, he'll just move up. He'll just move up beside Arthasun. And I'll take off the 13 damage here. Arthasun steps in and then flurries and attacks. And doing about 15 damage. The Professor. The Professor readies an action. Ooh, I guess you could counterspell. Quiet. Pharisee.
Let's see. We will move to. We're gonna need a measure. All right. Yeah, we'll move to here and hex the Garden Guardian number 1 there to reduce its attack roll by 4.
Okay.
We'll give it the evil eye.
And it gets a will save, huh?
Yes.
It's also
The
mind
save DC
affecting.
is 23. You can't really experience the glory of autumn underground. Not fully. It's foolish fungus.
Some of the funguses explode a little bit on it, like, and it looks a little bit screwed up.
And I will continue Bard Song. That's my round.
It's looking at you. It has enough intelligence to know that you're doing it. Thurgus.
I've got haste. I've got inspire. I feel great. I'm gonna roll some damage on this cobra. Let's see here.
It keeps on trying to bite your arm, and you're like punching it, elbowing it, keeping it away.
Yeah.
Finally, you turn your blade against it.
So I have an extra attack that from haste that can be used. I have an extra action that can only be used for an attack, right? Did they tell me what type of creature the cobras are? They didn't get identified, did they?
Not the cobras, no.
Okay, so I'm not gonna bane. I will use 2 actions to warrior spirit on my weapon, giving me the same +2 in holy that I used previously against the rakshasas.
The cobra stops hissing and is kind of going back and forth, following the light on your blade.
And then I'm gonna swing twice at it. Once normally and once with haste. I'm gonna continue to power attack.
Just give me one swing.
Oh, okay. 20 plus 20. Hey, crit threat.
Somehow I knew, I guess.
I love it when a plan comes together.
Does a 35 confirm?
Yes. You stick the glowing blade through the fiendish. Amazing means in additional times on the crit. So instead of ×2, it's ×3. And I'll roll the d6 to a random ability score. The ability score is charisma, and you do 4 charisma damage to the thing that has 2 charisma. So regardless of the amount of damage you do, you incapacitate it because it's at 0 charisma.
I think I broke Modron.
Yeah, here.
That does not work.
12d6 plus 38 plus 38 plus 38.
153.
153. All right, so you It lunges towards your blade, and you kind of chop the top of its head off, and you could see what snake brains look like. It flips around a little bit and then falls to the ground dead.
Okay. I saw where that dude. Oh,
and you did notice that where previously some of its scales were hardened against your attacks, your glowing blade sliced through it like butter.
Okay. Then I will spend my second action to use my last action, because that's a haste attack. My last action to Barroom Brawler and get weapon versatility again, so I can change my attack type.
Okay, and is that a swift or?
It's a move action.
Sure.
Just double check.
So you did your haste action and a move action, so you've still got a standard?
No, I used that for Warrior Spirit to enchant my blade.
Ah, I see.
Yeah, Barroom Brawler is a move. So,
Cool.
a standard, a move, and a hasted attack. That's it for me.
The fungal Janny thing, its attack roll is being...
Yeah, -4 to attack rolls.
Okay, so that's AC 17, AC 16, and AC 10. It rolls nothing above 10 on a d20. So it's trying to attack Arthasoon on the bridge, but Arthasoon is dodging. The Rakshasa. Well, we're kind of safe behind this. Go over here. Ready in action. I think this guy's gonna go here. And he'll cast a spell. That's annoying. Sephiroth.
Sephiroth is probably going to try and dispel the wall of fire so that Thurgus can get in there.
It's wallfire is dismissible.
I want to confirm.
No, it's concentration plus 1 round per level.
Okay, so I'll stop concentrating on it. That means it'll be another 10 rounds.
Okay.
Then what he is going to do, I just want to actually hold on that just a moment.
Actually, you probably stopped concentrating on it when you were casting other spells. So
that is true as well. I also have a potion of resist fire, caster level 3. And I'm thinking it may not be a bad idea to get that into Thurgus's hands.
That seems reasonable.
Are you saying this out loud or in the telepathic bond?
I'm saying that in the telepathic bond.
Okay.
That you have the telepathic bond,
that seems
right?
reasonable. He doesn't have it.
Thurgus is no longer.
Oh, he doesn't have it? Okay, so
You find Thurgus's lack of yelling at you disturbing.
Okay, so if I know that Thurgus is not in the telepathic bond, I will shout, "Thurgus, take this!" And I will move over to Thurgus. So that's a move action, and I'm guessing it's another move action to take the resist fire and hand it to Thurgus, or to pour it into his mouth or something like that.
Well, give me a second. You do have a trait called Fast Drinker. Give me a second. So for
Yeah,
you...
but I am not drinking it. Thurgus is drinking it.
Yeah. Yeah, so taking out a potion is a move. Moving over to him is a move. Putting it in his hand is a move.
Okay, which means that's 3 actions for me this round.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm good with that.
Or you can start the process of, like, it's 2 moves to put it into his mouth.
I don't have a free hand for what it's worth.
Okay, so you've got 1 move left, Zephyrus. You've got a potion in your hand. What are you doing?
And can I start the motion of putting it in his mouth?
You pop the cork off the potion, and now you get a live potion bottle, and you're in the process of like reaching up to his mouth to put it in.
So all he has to do when he's ready is open his mouth and
You
I'll
could
pour it in.
complete the process. I will be nice by spending a move, Thurgus, by kind of going like sort of licking at the potion bottle. All right.
Yeah, all right.
The fiendish cobra is just angrily hissing and spitting. It got burned by that wall, and it's you can hear it moving around. Bukrebek. Are we attacking this thing, or are we healing our buds? Everyone's so hurt still.
Oh, yeah. I need to add my fast healing.
I think he's 5 foot defensively moving forward, and he's going to continue to channel positive energy to heal. There's still 3 injured companions on the battlefield. Arthasoon is no longer injured. Zephyros and Thurgus, you both take 14 healing from Bukerbeck. That is his 7th channel used. He's got 2 left. Arthasoon is attacking as effectively as he can, and he hits 2 times, causing spores to come off of this creature. It looks like it might barf spores in any moment. The professor is just going to float over to here. That wall of fire, it's in the way. You can hear the professor in the telepathic bond, but he's not saying...
Find a way to resist it.
Pharisee.
Pharisee steps over to this side
Mm-hmm.
and looks at the guardian again and says, the fungus is weak. Nothing like bark. And hexes its AC. Evil Eye in the AC -4.
It fails.
And we'll continue Bard Song. So -4 AC for like 8 rounds.
Alright. A bunch of fungus
Should be more.
falls off of it, and a bit of its chain shirt falls off, and it doesn't like it. Join us, it finally says to Pharisee, maybe recognizing that your woody form would make an excellent fungal host. Thurgus.
And I'll move action, drink this potion, I guess.
Okay.
I don't know what it is, but I'll drink it.
Lick the potion down. Burp. There's a-
Then my first... I'm going to move through this fire. How opaque? Like, where does the opaque line start and end? Can I see everything once I get to the other side of it?
Yep.
Okay. Does me moving to the other side of this wall trigger any ready actions?
Yeah, but there's going to be some damage first from
Okay.
from the wall of fire. So 2d6 plus 16.
15.
15?
Yeah, 16. 16, you're right.
And
Because
then
caster level.
it's a 3rd level potion.
5th, but I think it's only resist 10.
Yeah, so you take... Hey, Kitty. You take 13 fire damage as you plunge through.
Okay.
And then when you're here...
16, and I heal for 4 for fast healing.
Dexon casts his readied spell, which is a Scorching Ray.
Oh, girl, I'm gonna deflect every single one of those.
Touch AC 24, 28, and 36.
41, 39, and 39.
You have enough. You have enough AOs to.
I got 1 left.
Okay,
Actually, I got 2 left. I got that dex belt.
you
Nice.
look like a very weird version of a Jedi.
I just ran through a wall of fire. You think I'm scared of your arrows?
No, you present the flat of your blade, which is many inches thick at this point in time, and just swipe downwards a couple of times as the blasts go into you. Yeah, okay, you know where they're coming from, and you can see his invisibility. Yeah, they're hiding all in these alcoves, Thurgus, off to the side of the heat from the
Which one fired the arrows at me?
the cat-headed creature.
Oh yeah, he's decided that he wants to. I'll finish my movement there then.
Yeah, hit him!
You made a mistake, my friend. I'm gonna choose to deal piercing damage now that I have weapon versatility. My greatsword is good aligned. I've spent one move action, and I'm gonna just go all out on this guy.
Okay.
So first attack, 36.
His AC is 35.
It's 2d6.
Running through the blade.
Oh god, did I? Oh no, don't ignore that. Ignore that. That's. It should be 2d6. It missed a D in there. That's 58 points of damage. That I believe bypasses based on the last ones that I attacked.
Yep.
Is he still up?
85. Yeah, let me check to see if he's got another 58 hit points. No, wait. Must be 50 on top of. Uh, 120. Yes, he's got enough hit points. Cool.
What are you saying, Jasper?
Okay.
Mhm.
Second attack then.
Mm-hmm.
36
Also a hit.
for 49 points of damage.
Okay, now he's bloodied. Or well past bloodied. Very injured as you skewer him against this strange Rakastan-headed statue.
Still up.
He's still up.
I take my sword out and I swing again, just wildly, angrily. It's a nat one. Son of a bitch.
Okay. Twists away
miss.
from the final attack.
Oh, sorry, I gotta roll to confirm first, huh?
Yep.
Let's see here. I will. I've got. Let me double check this. I want to make sure I have uses of it per day left. Determination. Yeah, I've got another determination left. I'm gonna reroll
This crit
that.
is bad. Did you see the
Yeah.
crit? Catastrophic failure. You fall unconscious for 1d6 rounds. Will negates. The will save.
Can I
would be
use determination
35.
on the crit? The crit miss.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna use it on the crit miss. So instead, it's just a 29.
Okay. So you end up hitting the side of the wall, and there's a crack that goes along the stonework, but only a small bit of the stonework falls out and hits you in the head. The rest of it ends up staying there.
That's my last determination.
Adamantine swords in runes, like it's kind of like
Catastrophic failure could be pretty catastrophic.
yeah,
Sounds bad.
yeah. Laying down in front of your enemies when they're within reach is really bad. All right, so Thurgus, your life flashed before your eyes, and you felt a presence in this chamber. You caught as that piece of rock hit you in the forehead. There is a creature or an entity or a power, if you will, that is behind the walls and seems to be all sorts of snake fur feather kind of winding and grinding together and moving slick. Like it's like there is some monster that is behind the stones here.
I don't like that. That sounds awful.
The fungal Janny just basically barfs up a bunch of fungus all over Bukerbeck and Arthasoon. they need to make fort saves. All right, Bukerbeck makes his save. I want to say that.
I want you to say that.
He's
too.
got a 15 plus 15 in his save before spells, so that's good. And then, so he doesn't take con damage.
Ooh.
That's also good.
Yep. And then Arthasoon, who will get a proper build, a cool build, a bird that worships rock, if he survives the adventure. Otherwise, he's just an iconic monk at this point. And the iconic monk's fort save.
Good luck, little buddy.
He makes it. All right, they cover their mouths and move back as it's a horrible, horrible stench. And it's biting at their skin and feathers. That is a move action. So it closed the gap move action. Did it move? Or was it?
No, it was already adjacent.
It was already adjacent. Okay, so it move action, and then it's going to attack twice. Once on Bukerbeck at a -4.
That's still pretty solid.
Bukerbeck's AC is 26 with a shield spell, 30 with his bark skin, 33. So he gets missed, and he's also flying. So yeah,
he knows what he's doing. Unlike others of us.
He's been training. Yep. And then the second attack is at +13, -4 on Arthasoon, and also misses. And then it seems to look at Pharisee like it's looking at you in a way like it hasn't forgotten you. The Rakshasa get to go. Well, I don't want to be next to Thurgus.
Take your 2 5-foot steps. Do it. It's the only way you're getting out of this without provoking. I mean, you can still cast defensively.
I think he's going to attempt to cast defensively to get the hell out of here. He does have Dimension Door +6.
I don't have dimensional step up, sorry.
8, 14.
Maybe someday.
The DC is 15 plus double spell level. So he doesn't get his Dimension Door off. Basically, he starts casting a spell, and you keep on swiping with your blade.
Can I do a spellcraft? Can I do a
kidding.
spellcraft check to see if I know what he was casting?
You can't see it, but you can hear it. So the DC would be 28 spellcraft check.
All right. Let me see if I hit that. I think there's a good chance.
You got it.
Nah, 24. Come on.
Okay, so you
Your
heard
fire is so loud.
you heard
Yeah.
there's a hissing snake, a roaring Thurgus, and he failed his spell. All right, at this point, he's going to slash out at you with a kukri he has in his hands, hoping to hit Thurgus.
Nat 20. Do it. That's
AC
my
24
luck right now. No.
All right.
You're very strong. You'll make an excellent host.
I'm not inviting you over for dinner in your dreams.
Well, maybe we'll twist you into something else. Yes, we'll add a snake to one of your shoulders. Molly.
Negative energy pours from this creature as he calls upon his god to smite the... Oh, and it just doesn't get Zephyrus.
You seem disappointed, Mr. D.
Oh, I know.
No, I'm joking.
11 damage.
Noted.
Okay.
Oh.
he's looking at Thurgus like it's going to take much more than this, isn't it?
Yeah, a lot more.
Okay. He did that as a quickened action. Then he's going to defensively cast a spell. His concentration is plus 20.
Ooh.
He's casting a spell. The DC of the spell, if you can see it, is DC 27 spellcraft check. If you can't see it, it's 32.
Nope, 27. Didn't get it. I'm rolling poorly.
39. I got it.
Okay, someone's trying to cast a harm spell,
Harm spell. Bad news.
and Thurgus is not in the telepathic bond, so he doesn't know. His hand begins to fill with negative energy.
Come here for a kiss.
The DC to do this defensively is 27. He gets a nat 1 on his...
Does he touch himself?
He thinks about Thurgus, though.
Yeah, and Thurgus, you just as you're swinging the sword around, you give him like an elbow to the face, and like right to the side of the beak.
Fight back, you dirty little bird! I have no idea what he was trying to do, by the way.
No,
I have no idea how close I was to death.
no, Zephyros.
So Zephyros has seen Dexon move around. Zephyros has seen visibility up. Is Dexon walking or flying?
He was flying.
He was flying.
Yep.
Has Zephyros seen Abidexu move around? I think he has, because
I don't think
He was on the other side of the fire before you turned the corner, I think.
Yep.
yeah, but he recently moved out of the fire, and by that time I think I'd already moved up.
Hmm.
You heard him moving around. There's somebody walking around.
Flying. I can see Abidexu from where I am.
Nope. You have completely sealed
Oh.
off this temple.
Oh, does the wall of fire completely seal it so we can't see what's happening through it?
Correct.
Okay, got it. So if I don't know what's happening on
You can
this
hear
side,
lots of spell casting over here, and you can hear Thurgus roaring. And somewhere over here, there's a snake. Like somewhere on the other side of in the middle somewhere, there's a snake hissing.
yeah. So I think for the moment, what I am going to do is I am going to throw off a fireball, an electric fireball, back up at this guy, because that's about the only thing I can see right now.
Okay, so you turn around and you help out the monks, or the monk-like guys. This thing's saves aren't impacted, but it rolls like shit, so it takes full damage from your fireball.
And it's 10d6 plus 5 damage. That's 41.
Okay, you badly injure the horrible creature.
And as my move action, I am going to move in here as close to the wall as I can, but not actually touching it.
Okay, not wanting to get burned by your own spell. Understood. The Emperor Cobra coils and launches itself, we'll call it a charge, towards Thurgus. It only has to go this far. I don't know if you're lunging or anything like that.
I have 10 feet. If it has 10 feet, then
Yep.
it doesn't provoke.
Alright, so, big ass Cobra. 4, 16. It rolls in that 1.
It's just a night of nat ones. At least it's not just me, Marty. I appreciate you.
Yeah.
you turn around and elbow the thing as it's coming in. It makes a dexterity check or fall prone and be stunned for a round. So the dexterity check, it has a +4. It makes the dexterity check. So it lands on the ground and it hisses at you. So a charge is a full round action with a attack at the end. So it's done. Its eyes are now focusing on the glow of your sword, and it might try to smite you next round. Bukrabek.
Yes.
Bukrabek is going to punch the creature a couple of times. Bardsong is running, right?
Bardsong is running and it's got a -4 to its AC.
Okay, Bukrabek hits. 4, 7. The thing crumbles apart. Reason why the dungeon is filled with danger noodles. Yeah, the thing crumbles apart and hits the rope bridge. The rope bridge doesn't break apart as the thing falls down over the ground, and then Bukrabek, with his massive fort save, does not poison himself by touching the horrible fungus creature. Arthasoon looks to Bukrabek and will just run around to join the party. Professor just floats to the other side and is readying a spell. Sinclair is muttering to himself. The clumsy elephant man has blocked off the battlefield. He needs a lesson or two on how to be a controller.
The professor throws out illusions, but this new guy seems to be throwing out some shade.
Pharisee.
Well, we haven't seen the new guy do much.
He's more effective than you know. Professor's trying to defend Pharisee. Or sorry, is it Pharisee?
Sorry, I didn't hear that.
In the telepathic bond, the professor is defending your honor.
Well, I'm not going to line up with the rest of you. I'll move over there. I'll continue Bard Song.
Sinclair does note that. Like, you see him looking at Arthasoon and Zephyros. He grits his teeth. Like he doesn't, oh, don't get us dead, says the professor in the telepathic bond. It's very confusing.
I'd like to see what I know about, what I remember about the rakshasa that we fought up above. There were 2 of them. I'd like to knowledge check both of them.
Which ones?
And see what I can remember about them.
Bahor and the other one?
Yeah. They seemed a little bit more. They seemed like the more advanced, shall we say?
Yep. I guess it's knowledge planes. You can give me one roll. You're going to kind of get the same result.
49.
They did not exhibit any physical characteristics that differed them from common rakshasa. However, they had a tremendous amount of training in their skills, in their arts.
Yeah, okay. That makes sense. Is that enough to take a look at the Rakshasa entry in the common Rakshasa entry in the manual?
49? Yeah, you can go ahead and have a look here. Give it to the right person, right? Yeah, there we go. Yeah. I sent it via VC.
Let's see here. Yeah.
These are the stats for common ones. They might be heroic versions of Rakshasa. Their ability scores might be better.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
It doesn't take much to turn their 7th level caster into something very potent. You add 3 levels of sorcerer, there'll be 10th level casters.
Yeah, that seems, yeah.
And then with your 49, typically they cast like sorcerers. It's possible that they can cast like other types of casters.
Okay.
Yeah.
But that gives us a pretty good sense of, you know, their DR, their SR.
Yep.
They've got dark vision. They're lawful evil outsider shape changers. Yeah.
There's one where they, by their very nature, spend time reading your thoughts.
Ah.
I don't know if you know.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Which may have come in handy throughout the years as posing as nobles, wandering around
Sure.
reading the surface thoughts of all the other
Sneaky.
noble families and important people in Grand Station. You might be upsetting a tremendous power base here by wiping this place out of Rakshasa.
Very nice.
There may be a bit of a power vacuum left over should you succeed. All right, so that's Pharisee thinking about things. Thurgus
We can fill
not
that
thinking
gap.
about things, swinging his sword and killing Rakshasa.
Oh! I learned last time that they were outsiders, so one of my actions is going to be another swift equivalent to Outsider Bane. And I'll take my first...
Avidexu does not like the look of the blade now. No, get him, he is very rude. I will teach you the way.
He doesn't listen at all. It's like he's in the blood rage right now. It's very much like he doesn't recognize the words. He recognizes whatever his target is still making noise. And that's when you double tap.
Chimera-Master! The Chimera-Master!
This looks like a temple. I wonder if it'd be a good temple for the
This is
blood
for
bear.
murdering. Wah! First swing is 43, which it hits, I believe. Yeah.
Yep. Who are you attacking? Dexon?
Whichever one I had dealt damage to before, which
Yep.
I think is the guy. Whoever was scorching raying me. That dude's dying.
Yeah, the sorcerer.
Okay, and then this is now plus 4d6 because he is evil. 69 points of damage.
Okay, he has 203. You drop him to minus 33. This creature just busts open like it was a hollow cast of a rapidly rotting tiger. Inside,
That's like all the maggots and everything.
It's like a hollow cast full of maggots that just rip open in a ripe sort of death. What little blood splays out of him does cover a statue with an animal-like head.
With that swing, he just carves through the wall and takes his second attack at the other one.
Okay, that's a cleaving finish, or
Oh, sorry. No, this is just his iterative. That's just
numbers.
Yeah, sorry, I pasted it twice.
All right, this creature must be protected by this temple because you hit the wall again.
And then he'll take his hasted attack. Is 39 hit?
39 hits the thing that's making turkey noises.
That's a crit threat on an 18. 35 does 35 confirm?
35 confirms the crit.
Which one am I looking for here?
Piercing.
It's piercing.
Piercing, I assume. Yeah.
Standard.
It needs to make a fortitude save DC 35 or be sickened.
And then standard is I double this, right?
Yeah, it's standard critical damage. Yep.
I don't double the bane.
All right, so it's sickened. But the horrible, horrible blade that is meant to kill it.
I believe this is correct.
$128.
8.
100.
Size large, large weapon, static twice. Don't double the bane. Don't double the holy.
All right, this guy.
So the slash through the wall doesn't work, and he just pulls it back and stabs again.
All right, he needs to make a fortitude save, DC 15 or die. He's got enough hit points to survive this. And it's don't roll a 1, which he doesn't.
That's it for Thurgus. He's going nuts right now.
The fungal genie creatures are all destroyed. The rakshasa. As a move action, he pulls something off of his neck and drops it to the ground, which breaks. He then disappears and reappears in front of this statue, which is of a rakshasa that looks like it's got multiple heads and multiple arms, all of different creatures. It's got wings coming out of its back. It's a horrible amalgam of stuff.
Get back here and take your beating like a bird.
It's sick, so he kind of pukes up some giblets in front of his foul deity's statue, but then he falls in prostration in front of the statue and is now begging.
Chimera-Master, Lord of building madness, do not let your servant die in your house.
He's going to cast a minor spell on himself. You do see some of his wounds reknitting, but it's not quite enough to undo all of the damage that you have done.
God, I hope not.
That one over there. He insults you.
The fiendish Emperor Cobra strikes out 3 times, quickly. Oh, that first one is AC 33?
Misses.
Okay. Thurgus isn't good, right?
I think he's chaotic neutral. Let me double check.
All right.
Chaotic neutral.
The creature smote you, but it smote good because it thought because you're waving a good sword around, or you know, snake, it just instinctually tries to smite you.
I don't take any negative levels wielding a holy weapon.
Yep,
I do if I wield, what is it, axiomatic or something?
Foul energies are kind of swirling around the fangs of the Emperor Cobra, but you managed to keep it from biting you. Bookrebek simply moves up with Arthasoon. How are you doing in there, Thurgus?
Why do I get the feeling that I got skipped here?
I'm having the time of my life.
Yeah, Zephyrus, right after the Rakshasa. Go ahead.
So Zephyrus is going to cast on himself Fire Shield. So this is a spell that if something attacks me with its body or with a weapon, it takes 10d6 plus 5.
10d6?
Yeah. Let me confirm. I think it's 10d6. Takes 1d6 of fire per caster level.
Ooh.
Oh, plus 1 point per caster level. Sorry. It's 1d6 point of fire plus 1 plus per caster level. So it's 1d6 plus 10. Sorry. So it's 1d6 plus 10.
It is evocation, so you would add your bonus to that.
Yeah, so it's 1d6 plus 15.
That's a lot.
And then Zephyrus he doesn't know where this Emperor